Hello, listeners, Patreon and otherwise. Thank you very much for giving us your money. If you do, if you don't give us your money, not thank you for that. You waste of space. Thank you for tuning in again. If you feel bad about not giving me money, because maybe you're like, hey, you know what? Right? I don't like Kai getting any of the money. That's a valid opinion. That's your opinion. And you're like, the reason I'm not doing Patreon is because I do not want that fucking lazy Geordie piece of shit to get a scrap of my good hard-earned cash that's purely designated for Daniel Sloss. If only there was some way I could directly give my money to Daniel Sloss without that fucking clinger on taking what he thinks is his due. I've got a special coming out, Socio. It's from fucking ages ago. But it's finally out. It didn't come out for reasons, and here we are. It's a £5. It'll be out on the 9th of December. You can buy that. This episode is not me and Kai, because he's a lazy piece of shit. It's me and Cullen, and I'll be honest with you, we were not confident because we are hungover, and like, you're going to listen to the first 5 minutes of the podcast and be like, maybe I'll not listen to the rest of this because we are clearly not putting any effort in. But then I think that leads to some just very natural and funny conversation. But then again, we were also both high, so maybe that's, I mean, but mind you, people did like that Kai episode when we were both stoned off our tits. So, I mean, you people have no taste. It's impossible to fucking know what you're going to enjoy. So enjoy this. You tasteless fucks. Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
I absolutely cannot be fucked with this podcast.
I can't emphasize how little I give how human. Gareth was with me on the train. He was like, I have to do a podcast, and he went, oh no. And we all have to do. It's Kai's fault.
It's Kai is making us do a podcast today because he has to watch real men put down floors in his wife's business.
Aye, and like I am glad he's not doing it himself with that fucking eye. It'll be all over the place.
He's fucking turning it into ceiling tiles. Bong-eyed fuck. Are you still allowed to make fun of the bong-eyed? I feel they're like the balds.
It's like having a
It's like a disability, but like it's not really. Grow up.
Being bald's not a disability.
I think it is. Is that not the thing that happened a while ago? The new thing, like it's sexual harassment, or is that it?
No, they have like all these bald men. They have bald men's rights. They have some bald men's rights group going on, like when you can't just be giving out about us bald men. I think it's the saddest thing I've ever seen in the world.
It is
the saddest thing, and they're all white guys too.
Aye, because black people look good bald, man. Like black men really
they smash it.
Aye,
they
like
smash it.
It's nice,
yeah.
But it does look midlife crisis like when it's on a.
Yeah, I look like I crawled out of the fucking Fukushima reactor. You know, there's a difference.
Calling a man bald is sex-related harassment.
Sex-related harassment.
All right, okay. I meant sex gender-wise. I go, what the fuck has sex got to do with it? Right, okay, right. So it's a gender thing because they're saying, like, you know, you're not going to be bald if you're a woman.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I
think that's like, say if you have one leg shorter than the other, I feel like that's fair game.
If there's a woman going through chemotherapy and you're like, Baldy, she can't be going to HR being like, I'm being sexually harassed. No, you're being bullied. It's awful. But come on now, toots. It's hardly sexual harassment.
Come on, toots. See
what
that
did you
energy.
just call me? Listen, doll. We here at HR take your complaint seriously, hunt.
Aye.
But if you could, 2 questions that I've got to ask before I take this further up the ladder. Is it your time of the month?
That would be the funniest thing in the world. A mad sexist HR, human resources manager.
Man, it's got to have happened.
Skirts around the office.
It's got to have happened. There's no way that's not happened, man. Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
No, yeah, I totally agree. There's no chance a HR
I'm not saying it's most HR people, but I am saying it's not none. It's not never happened.
Yeah. You reckon the HR people would be like, it's actually way worse because that's the person you.
I know, which is why it's funny.
It's so funny.
In a sketch, it would be top tier. It's like, hey, look, it's just the most wrong. It's It's
funny. No lads ever come in and complain.
People are like, oh, it's really offensive. You're like, it's actually a commentary. It's actually a social commentary. Yeah. So if it's offensive, it's not actually me that's offensive. It's the truth. Yeah. I use that as a defense often whenever I just say something petulant and childish about the world.
I have a joke about fucking trans people, and people go woof before the punchline, and the punchline's pro-trans. You know, that kind of thing. I always see it in the crowd, and I'm like, you calm down. You just wait 7 seconds, and then you'll all like me, love me.
People like the fucking drama. You're not hungover though, just now, are you?
No, I stopped drinking when I left. Just
Aye, because you were doing your.
I was doing the
fucking. Jesus Christ!
Oh,
what happened there?
right, hey. Well, fucking. Michael
I mean,
J. Fox
it is an absolute wire mess over there. Like Kai definitely thinks I'm a scruff, and that's because I'm a scruff. But you're also a scruff.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
you see, like, I get it, and it looks real nice if you get like those wire cable things that connect everything. But who has the fucking time?
Also looks autistic, man.
It does.
Which is fine. I'm just, I just don't have that drive. I don't.
It's just not me.
Yeah. It's like Pete Holmes has a really good bit about how he doesn't make his bed, and he's like, because I don't make my bed. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't need structure.
That was like Jordan Peterson's big thing at the start, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, always keep
sure.
your room tidy, because otherwise your mum /
Yeah.
your wife won't love you or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't.
And look at him 2 years later, he's had tears and crying he always gets cried about really vague things. You don't really know what he's crying about.
He gets
just, man, he can't even. People don't even.
He also, I
gets so lonely.
I cannot believe, like, it's been pointed out that he sounds like
Kermit.
no, Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I heard Kermit the Frog.
But I can't believe nobody's pointed out Ben Shapiro. Bring up a clip of Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro sounds like Professor Frink from The Simpsons.
Really?
It's the darndest thing, and nobody else is talking about it.
Darndest?
It's the darndest thing, man. It's the darndest thing.
I couldn't let it go. I loved it. I'm not actually complaining. I hope you bring it in.
I'm bringing it back
Into the
It was
vocab.
the darndest thing, man.
Only written tootin'. Written tootin' darndest thing. You said Ben Shapiro sounds like Professor Fink.
I tell y'all, it's the darndest thing.
Fucking hell.
This is going to blow y'all socks off, this.
All right, Rodeo Joe, let's do this.
Hi, my name's Ben Shapiro. It's like really that high-pitched dweeb. It's so dweeby. Like, I can't. It's so funny that, like, people view him as a bully when he's just be the most easily bullyable person in the entire world.
I feel like I see a lot of tweets about him and read things about him, but can't remember the last time I watched it. Fuck. Was he right on the board?
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro, you're followed by millions of people online.
For different ideas, the monolithic nature of the United States media is pretty evident in terms of its politics.
Yeah.
People tend to agree on essentially the liberal point of view and increasingly a leftist point of view of the media.
It's through the nose, but it's not nasally.
In response to that, at the same time,
He's a fucking...
and that means that I am not
fucking
beholden to the Republican
abused by a guy that sounds like a beaver.
Expression and expansion of the longitudinal waves.
It's him!
Oh, Jesus Christ, it is. I'll never not hear that. I like that now. That really ruins it. When someone points out your voice is like stuff when you're done. That's when you know it's done.
Over.
Yeah,
it's all over for you. It's like calling the teacher mum in school. Time to move or kill yourself, sweetheart. It's all over.
Have you done that before?
Absolutely, I did. I did it to Mrs. This is how ingrained and traumatized it is in my brain. Mrs. Arkin in primary 4.
Last week in Morrison's.
I accidentally called my mum teacher, but that was during sex. So it was
disgusting.
Oh, here we go again. Just because me and my family love each other.
I literally have that joke. Like, did it last night at the store, close enough.
Whoa.
Like, no, it's not the same, is it? Sex with your teacher's a lot less cool when you're homeschooled.
Dropping in. You were doing the store last night. Jesus.
You dropped it in.
Oh, here we go.
You dropped it in.
Fuck.
You dropped it in. You started it.
That's actually a very fun thing to do. Bring up somebody's achievement and then act like they brought it up.
Yeah.
But hey, congratulations on the award. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, Jesus. Keep going on about it. Fuck me, Ted.
It was very funny.
Do you talk about anything else apart from the store?
Yeah. I don't know. I've been there once. A wall came in. I don't know why I did that. I did. I was hoping nobody would say shit because it came out in my head.
Oh, man. Speaking of that, like, sorry, there's I had to fucking watch my special that's coming out soon. Jesus, here I am talking about my own achievements. And there's one more. I didn't want to edit it because I couldn't watch the show because I hate watching myself.
I hate watching you too.
We have so much in common. There's one bit in it where I just stutter while talking to a guy, and she's not edited out, and it's me doing a Woody Woodpecker impression. And what was your name? Like and I'm like, how did you not pick up at us? So there you go, a little fucking Easter egg. Yeah. Sorry. So you and Waugh. No,
Waugh came to at the end of I was off stage, and this guy came in and went, "Is there a Gareth here? There's a Gareth here looking for you." And I go, "Aye, it's Gareth. Sorry." So I ran out to get him, and Gareth came down, and he went. That was real awkward. I was outside and I go, "Oh, Ryan Cullen's on here." I'm just coming in with Ryan, and then the guy went on to his, he goes, "Is there a Ryan Cullen on?" He goes, "Yeah, no, there's no Ryan on." And Gareth was like, "I'm pretty sure he's on." Yeah. And then apparently he went, "Bald Irish guy." And I was like, these cunts are ripping me left, right, and centre outside.
I mean, how else would you expect yourself to be described?
Just a voice of a generation. Something realistic.
The nation's sweetheart.
The nation's sweetheart, yeah. So then Waugh came in, yes, but they were roasting me outside. Who would you say
is an Irish national treasure?
An Irish national treasure?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. We have Dustin the turkey.
I'm sorry, what?
We have the turkey.
What are you talking about?
I chatted this with Elliot as well the last day. Like, we have Dustin the turkey.
Yeah, you can keep saying it over and over again. So I don't know what to tell you. I need you to add more.
So Justin the turkey used to be an Irish, like, children's fucking, like, you watch the Den. Yeah, it's just like, there's a puppet of a turkey.
It was a puppet. It wasn't even a real turkey. A puppet of a turkey.
Yeah, it's not a real turkey. Like, and then what happened? Was,
right. Sorry. I'm the mental one because it would be a real turkey. It's all.
Then that's not the mental part. The mental part's coming. There is it, right? So it's a puppet of a turkey, but you know the way, like, we kept winning the Eurovision. Mm-hmm. So it was becoming too expensive to host. So we had, like, the record time, and then we just started, like, purposely tanking it. So
is that true?
Yeah. We sent in Dustin, the turkey, to represent us recently, and it was like a proper farce.
Oh, I think I do. Show me a picture of him.
He's got
Oh, oh, Jesus Christ! What's wrong with his fucking nose?
It's a turkey. It doesn't really look like a turkey, does it?
No, it looks like a giant bulbous cock on his nose. Photo nose.
He's like the Irish Alf.
And there you go.
Yeah, I suppose. Who else we have? Sinead O'Connor.
Oh, she's gone a little bit doolally.
Yeah, everything that happens to her is so tragic. It's genuinely depressing. Every time there's a new story, and you're like, oh, fucking son's killed himself, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Things need to stop happening.
She was the first cancellation.
Was she? Oh yeah, because she went.
She tore up the picture of the Pope on Saturday Night Live in like the early 90s, and everybody fucking just.
Aye, because they were worried that it was voodoo.
And
they thought the Pope was just going to fucking disintegrate, torn to pieces mid-air.
There was a comic last night.
The Darndest thing.
The Darndest thing. He believes in voodoo.
Who believes in voodoo?
There was a comic last night in the store, and he was just like, voodoo is real. I've seen it happen. And then give us an example. And he was like, none. Very funny guy, but Jesus, that was very funny. He was like, it happens. No, I've seen it happen. That's how people win elections.
That's like oh, whoa, Jesus Christ! That's like your friend who genuinely believes in mermaids.
Oh, aye, yeah. You're looking at me, yeah, Manuel, yeah. I'll out him. Manuel Adama believes in mermaids. Yeah, he's really into it.
That's why he won't explain this.
Pointing at the webs in his finger. Explain this. I must get back to him. I wonder if he's moved on. Oh,
well, it'll be something to do with COVID now. Like, I guarantee.
No, I don't know if it would be, because I have been with him. The thing he didn't crack like that way. I think he'd only crack if it was something like Area 51, maybe that level, but not his actual day to day.
I find it so, like, I believe in aliens in the sense that I think it's statistically impossible for there not to be life out there on some level. I don't think we'll ever meet it. Or it'll ever fucking see us, but like see people like that genuinely believe in everything. There was a guy on Joe Rogan's podcast. Elliot made me fucking listen to it. It's just this guy just went on and I just told up this made up story. Where he was like, I was a scientist at Area 51, and they brought us into all these, and he just tells a story that's just not true. Mind you, have you seen the fucking the one that was released, I think like after 50 years, or a certain amount of years, they have to release footage, and they've got that legit like Air Force guy from America.
Oh,
like,
for the plane or some shit.
Yeah. Like that's the only one where I've gone, all right, okay.
Well, there's that one as well where the aliens walk amongst you. That's another comic keeps telling me that this is real.
Oh, they're just like shapeshifters.
Yeah, there's like they look like Nordic people or aliens. They're not really humans.
I mean, have you met many Norwegian people? They are quite like it. It does feel like they just like learned how to be human a couple of days ago.
There's something
almost insect-like about them.
Was someone not Norwegian at our table at the wedding?
Yes.
There you go. Fuck it. I was like, have I met a Norwegian? I went, yes. Yesterday.
Very pixie-like.
Big pixie head in her.
No, I mean the Norwegians in general. So, but yes, also but they're very pixie. I don't know if any of this is like racial slurs against Norwegian people.
Imagine that it was like pixie head, and they're like, we can't call them that. In their country, it is the biggest insult, and we're sitting there
that's
going,
their N-word.
Bunch
of fucking elf. They are elf-like creatures.
Creatures.
Yeah.
The Norwegians.
Yeah, there's that
you know
man. You can't.
Holland is an alien.
Yeah, thank you.
Odegaard doesn't.
No, he does have he's got some bug eyes, man. He's got that.
Our centre tagging fielders always have bug eyes.
That's true, so they can see more of the pitch.
That's what it is. Exactly.
Aye.
Whoa!
Wait, Mesut Ozil's eyes. I know he was a professional football player, but like, is that like are we calling that disability? Is it,
No, that's not a disability. His eyes are just far apart.
Right, okay.
You know?
It's fine. We're allowed to do that. He's not going.
You can put the full shaver in between.
It just runs it down. How convenient. They made it just the right size for the space in my eye.
Custom made glasses.
Oh, so far apart, yeah.
Just goggles. Swimming goggles. He would look very funny with swimming goggles on.
If he was wearing, who was that fucking footballer they always wore?
Davids?
Yes, Edgar Davids.
Edgar Davids. Played for Barnet.
He also took part in a fucking one of those. What's the charity match every year? The soccer game that goes on when it's celebrities versus professional footballers and whatnot. He was in it. And who's Robbie Williams' mate? That's always in those things, and he's literally only famous for being Robbie Williams' mate.
God, I forget.
Jack, Google Robbie Williams' mate, and I guarantee it'll be whoever.
What, fucking Ollie Murs?
No,
just a mate.
No, I think he's also like some sort of singer. Jonathan Willock. Oh, that's exactly him. I told you.
So sad.
Robbie Williams, mate. Oh, no. Try this. Try and Daniel Sloss's mate. See if it's Kai. If it's Kai.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah.
See this.
He may as well just stay in the dog centre because he's not coming back.
Nothing. I've got no friends.
It's an Instagram post is the closest. And it says you with your poster.
Oh my God, that's very telling. Just me and my massive ego are my friends.
My friends.
So we went to Sidon. No, we didn't. We went to Rooney's wedding.
Oh wow!
I always say Sidon Rooney because I always speak of them.
Interesting because we're going to get into this because we had a lot of back and forth. But I did this in front of everyone because everyone just puts them in a geo.
Yeah. They're at
I said Sidon Rooney, and you all went, "Oh, you mad racist!" And I was like, "You joking?" So the fucking nerve of you to open this.
Love it, man. Accusing people of something that they're absolutely not being is just somebody says something completely not and you're like, you fucking racist piece of shit. You fucking homophobic, transphobic. I'm telling you, the Norwegians. Look, I've slagged off Finland at some point in my. Like, I think when I was on Twitch, I slagged off Finland for a bit. Somebody asked me about the Nordic countries, and I just know like there was one TikTok that I can't remember. I might have been you that showed me, or Matthew showed it to me. Just like 3 million people have watched this. It's just me making fun of Finnish people. So I feel like now it's only fair that I go after the Danes, Norwegians. The Danes,
they're slightly they want to be part of it, but they're not really.
No, I want to install the Swedes. I had sex with so many Swedish people in my 20s.
You had sex with so many.
So many.
This is the weirdest humble brag in the world.
Not humble brag, man. Shagged a whole bunch of them. We were on I just did a lot of touring there with.
And you just thought what
man, it's not at all, man. It was when I was like I truly got on board the feminist train because it was the most feminist country at the time, and man, birds just chat you up over there. Like I've talked about this special. A girl literally said to me, she said, "What do I have to say to get you to fuck me?" And that was like one of her opening lines to me, and I was like, "That,
Yeah.
that's all that takes. Just let me, you know." And that happened several times. And like there was a time I banged a girl, and I was like, "Can I get your number afterward?" And she was like, "Why?"
That's hilarious.
Like I don't,
Big fan of that.
yeah, like I don't,
Ooh,
you don't
fuck
live
off,
here.
weirdo.
That was fun. Thank you. See you later.
Aye. Off to play some shuffleboard,
aye,
you weirdo.
Thanks for the orgasm in the story. Good luck with the career. Sayonara. Loved it. Oh, yeah. So I'll not go after the Swedes.
Okay, so...
I banged a bunch of Norwegians too. It just wouldn't say.
Now you have. Now you've went back to the Norwegians. They're going to get pissed off.
Look, those fucking elf, like northern creatures with their... I'm sorry. You cannot be that consistently good looking without something going on behind the scenes.
So
you reckon that's pure genetics, not eugenics? You reckon?
I reckon that's pure
you reckon
genetics.
Not in every. I reckon in every city, in every Swedish city, there's like a well that they don't take tourists to.
Okay, right.
And every time there's a kid born, and like up to the age of 15, like they give everyone puberty, but if you're not at least a 9, I think they break your arms and throw you in the well.
That's it. God, what a
And
well. That would be
yeah,
pretty grim relative at the
yeah,
bottom of.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
yeah, all the other ugly people. Heaps of sex though. It's just ugly sex.
but they're all. Do you not think? I think it's not. I think it's completely natural. They're all lumberjacks. They do nothing but.
No, that's Canadian.
No, Norwegians are up to it. You tell me Norwegians aren't all lumberjacks?
No, I
Their fucking flag looks like plaid that you would wear as a lumberjack.
I mean, what a stretch, but
Oh my god, I fucked up.
well, then all Scottish people are pirates because X marks the spot.
No way. No, listen, they're all lumberjacks. Okay, they all have to cut down that shitty trees they have, the Norwegian fir trees.
What's wrong with those?
They're just fucking everywhere. And then what happened was like everyone cut them down in like Ireland and Scotland, and then they were like, "Oh god, we got to replace the trees. Let's get the cheap ones." And it was all Norwegian fucking whatever trees. So all our trees in Ireland and Scotland are nearly all Norwegian.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and they're really shit trees.
Well, what shit?
They're kind of like Christmassy trees. They're not as great for oxygen.
coney ones.
Yeah, kind of conish. You're googling now. Imagine it's like there's no trace of any of this, right? I just
What a weird conspiracy theory you have just come up with. So we were at Rooney and Al's wedding. My fucking God, I was just disgustingly drunk. I made an absolute fucking show of myself.
Well-
and because you and me got quite high as well because you had your.
I didn't take a single toke of that.
Did you not? Oh man,
I was doing this.
took
I was
heaps,
like, I'm
and
not
I
going to
held
do
it in because we were doing it indoors because we're fucking cool. And none of the laws apply to me. And I was doing that when you like keep it in to let out slowly, and fuck me dead. I was, you know, when you're.
Which one of your ears? It's so visible, like a fucking choo choo.
I was so drunk that you know. Have you ever just like been so drunk where you're hearing yourself talk and you're just going, "Why am I still talking? I'm just talking."
Aye.
Complete and utter fucking bollocks. But for some reason, I just don't have the ability to stop because I'm in a story and I've got momentum and people are listening. And when I'm drunk, I like that. So I'm just talking until somebody else takes the conversation away from it. Oh God, tedious. Just tedious shit.
I had a nightmare when I sat down on the seat because we were all like itching for a drink, and then when we got it, we had it hard.
I didn't, well, because obviously Irish weddings will be the same, and I do that. I don't know if this is like genuinely a cultural thing, but Scottish weddings, you're drunk before you get to the wedding, kind of like you've had a couple of drinks. Like everyone's got hip flasks on them.
Yeah.
Like it's just the done thing.
Aye.
And then you're in England or you're in Australia, and they're like, "Well, no, you can have some champagne after the ceremony," and you're like, "Huh?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like 3 or 4?" Like it's a wedding. Come on, it's just like a bank holiday. Like it's like an airport. Time doesn't exist here. I'm allowed to drink any time because it doesn't matter because I've got tomorrow off, and and this is a farce. My favorite thing to do.
Is a farce.
No. My favorite thing to do is to at weddings where it's like with people who are too genuinely in love is to just this charade.
yeah.
Barry kept doing it at Guy's wedding. It was the funniest thing. He would just keep going up to Guy and Natalie at different points and just be like, I'm so bored. It's such a boring wedding. Oh,
Great.
Oh, it's such a good, so funny. So
I had a fucking great time.
aye.
I had a way too good of a time. But I sat down beside a guy, you know, like we had the plan, and his second name was Beeman, right?
Beeman?
Yeah, and I was like, when he sat down, I was like, God. I said to Sid first and Gareth, I was like, God, do you guys know who Randy Beeman is? And they were like,
Randy Beeman.
do you know Randy Beeman?
That's such a funny name.
Yeah.
It's like a very PG porn star name for a
Randy
guy.
Beeman. So they were like, we don't know who Randy Beeman is. I was like, and I was like, right, I don't reckon this guy's going to know either. But when he said, I was like, so I better not say anything.
Also,
And
Randy, sorry, if this gets back to you, because Sid didn't really pass it on to you, I'm sorry we made fun of you on the podcast.
No, he was fine. I made a fool of myself because when he sat down, his name isn't Randy. Randy is a character. So I know his name's Tom or something like that. I can't remember, right? But Randy Beeman is like a little kid in the Animaniacs that used to run outside his door and go, "Hi, my name's Randy Beeman," blah, blah, blah. And he'd tell a mad story. And he goes, "Okay, thank you, bye-bye." And just ran back in the house.
Check if that's true.
It is. Randy Beeman Animaniacs. I fucking know. I have all the DVDs of every anime.
You do have a weird encyclopedic knowledge of the Animaniacs.
I love it. It was my favourite show. Used to be my favourite show. My mom loved it too. Fucking Steven Spielberg.
How many seasons are there?
God, there was
you love that fact that Steven Spielberg did it.
Yeah, you've never heard me
We
say that.
get it. You're a fucking film buff. Jeez, oh.
I'm a cartoon buff now, apparently.
Aye.
Just a buff in
Is it
general.
true?
Yeah, yeah, it's a little dude who runs out.
So why is this cunt called Randy Beeman then?
No, his name is Beeman, and I just made a fool of myself. And he sat down. I was like, "Do you know anything to Randy Beeman?" And he just went, "What?" And I went, don't worry about it." Got off on a real back foot.
Just completely missed the mark. Oh man, thank God I probably never have to meet any of their friends again because I disgraced myself. I left it. Me and Cara got mullered. Like I think we left at about 11:30, and. Like
how did it go that bad in 3 hours? You were fucked. In fairness, I was.
I was. Yeah. I mean, I was. Look, man. We were the first people at the bar. Like that was so stereotypical. Like we were the second that as soon as the confetti was out of my fucking hand, we were overtaking them in the aisle, being like come on, heaps of gin. The food was so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
And thank God we had that fucking meal because
I
can't imagine how much
I wouldn't have been able to do that show. I would have ruined my career if it weren't for that meal. It was great.
Yeah, it was. And then and Cara sobered up during dinner because she doesn't drink beer or wine. Mm-hmm. So I think I was definitely getting she was just getting a bit all right, when you sober up and I'm like, well, let's stay for one more drink and then sit down and start talking to us. And the next time I checked my watch, it was 11:15, and we were doing tequila shots. Cara doesn't do tequila.
Yes.
Yeah, it was all so stupid. Her first night away from what's his face?
Aye. Yeah.
Cullen.
Yeah, you got it right. Good, Cullen. Yeah. I know him. I know him. But it was good fun. We did do a lot of. I was doing a lot of shouting during the speeches. You grabbed each other's hand. Do you remember that?
That was during the ceremony.
I think so. Oh, that was very funny. You grabbed Cara's hand, and I joined them.
That was it. Yeah. You were doing a reading, and I just held. No, that was at dinner. Yes.
It was. Yeah.
Aye. And they say romance is dead. You and
Cara
are toxic. I've spoken about it several times on the podcast. I've spoken about it several times with you on the podcast. You were at your toxic bitchy worst.
Yeah, I don't think it's toxic. Calling you for your stupid shit.
It's the thing about the fucking pair of you is you could honestly, you could take a sip of water in front of you, and if the pair of you were just in one of your moods, you'd be like, "Oh, you having a wee sippy sip there, you fucking prick, you stupid thirsty cunt! What fuck? Yeah, can't I get it?" It's fucking pathetic. It's like two little rats fighting over,
We did start outside. It was before the dinner. I can't remember. She was like, "You're back over here." Cara was like, "You're on this team," and I went, "Oh, I suppose I."
Al did a speech, and I keep saying, Cara's not saying anything, or when she doesn't want to do vows, and I just keep winding it up because I'm just like, you never tell me you love me. It's always me saying it. Because I'm very good with words. Cara's not a wordy person because she's thick as shit.
Okay,
and it's also never been her love language. Whereas I am quite wordy, and she just doesn't. So I like winding up about that. But because you two are both, for lack of a better word, damaged goods.
Yeah,
in the family department.
Yeah,
I just think you're so, because you. I mean, it's definitely not just you. I think there will obviously be podcast listeners who also come from sad homes.
Sad homes, yeah.
Yeah. Sad, loveless,
miserable.
Just
You've met my mum.
Yeah, she's yeah. But okay. True or false? You've never hugged your father.
No, what's so mental? And you're the only fucking family that I see doing it all the time. And I go, this is so creepy. Little Brady bunch. I know it's always the Brady bunch. It's so wrong.
It's not. It's
so wrong. Stupid.
So repressed.
Weird, supportive fucking pieces of shit.
Kara's parents, I don't think have ever said, like, she never said. I say I love you to her parents more than they say.
I reckon I've talked to Eugene once this year. And it was absolutely perfectly fine. Where you are all like, giving fucking hugs on the way out to the and it's odd. And it's not just me. And Cara thinks it's odd. Wall thinks it's odd.
Okay, let's talk about all the broken people we know. Mark Nelson, severe depression. Gareth Watt, severe depression.
You reckon, but you, right, then you... I
not
was
severe for Gareth, that's not fair. He's got like a healthy dose. He's got the
right amount.
Yeah, he's got the amount that we've all got, which is sometimes it's there.
Yeah, it's reality. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's reality expression.
It's fucking reality.
Not Mark's.
I hope that's
undermining other people's mental health problems. Also, always funny. Funny. Yep. Downplaying it. All good.
You were upset that you asked Cara.
Oh, well, I'm like,
I just want to hear you give 2 reasons why. And I was like, don't. That's so fucking weird.
It was just 2 reasons why you love me. Say it in front of people. Be like, I like him because he's got a big dick and a big bank account. If those are the things, it was just like, I don't know. Just you don't want to hear why you're loved.
No,
nah.
I think it's weird.
Nah.
I think it's weird to ask for it as well.
Aye. You don't say I love you in your relationship.
Aye, but I would say I've said loads of times in a relationship. You just don't sit there and go like, do you know what? I would really like it if you told me the reasons. That's what you did.
It's not like not like we're at the dinner table and I'm like, listen, bitch, give me a call on our wedding day, the day where we are expressing our love to each other. Is that not the one day where I'm going to be saying stuff about how much I love her. I get to hear shit back. I'm just playing squash with myself.
Yeah, well, look, I said that she has to meet you somewhere in the middle, halfway, maybe one thing.
Aye, hand job in the cupboard.
Yeah, two words.
2 words. Nice cock.
Yeah, that's the one you want.
I mean, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Yeah. That'd be very. I think that would ruin the wedding.
No,
it wouldn't. But I hope it will.
I imagine we're going to say some stupid things on our wedding day.
But I reckon, like I do, you fucking weird. No, the main one is the fucking thing you're gripping right now. That's where the main.
What?
The main fucking.
Oh, here we go.
The main fucking. I'm pretty sure. Was I talking about? I was giving out about you on this podcast. Was it the last time your fucking shoe problem?
I don't have a shoe problem.
You do.
I've
said it before. It's like a Holocaust museum in there. All Air Jordans. There were quite a bunch of rich ones.
And immaculate condition. Those shoes,
when they had Air Jordans, got there,
they were,
they could have jumped the fence. Oh no.
I'm trying to in my head. I'm trying to make Air Jordans work. It's just I don't think it's not there.
Right, so basically, you have now. You told me since I was giving out about you keep buying Jordans, going like I've got a new pair. You then came and said to me one day, goes, I've entered a raffle for a pair of Jordans. I was like, a raffle?
What? Like, so it's like
fucking community centre, old woman. What type of raffle, right?
So I mean, do you want to tell the story?
No, explain what the raffle part is. I'll jump in at every moment.
Right. Okay. So you know they come out with new sneaks, new fresh crepes for.
You don't never use these words until 2 weeks. You've never used. You know.
Man, it makes Cara dry up so hard.
Aye.
I laugh so much. It's just so we talk about me dank crepes, me fresh kicks.
Fucking hell! Get a fucking fresh boot in the head. You know?
So some of them come out are obviously they've limited stock. You know they're popular. They're popular shoes.
They're
so you go on
fucking
these.
limited. They're more expensive, and you all win. That's my thing.
I've entered other raffles and not ones. I didn't win the Alamani Air ones. The Jordan 4s, what those didn't get them. I mean, I'll just buy them on resale. But I've lost my train of thought. Oh no, yeah. So you enter the raffle and you give them your credit card details, and if you get chosen, they go, "Hey, you won," and they instantly charge you, and they send out, and
so
it gives you a little endorphin rush in your head.
So you get the kick.
Relief.
You're like,
I get a kick from a fresh kick.
Yeah, nice. Okay, I'll give you that one. But you're trying to tell me that you win a raffle and you go, you don't win anything though.
No,
you win the fucking right to pay full price on
a chance, the obligated chance to purchase the shoe because you want them. Why would you enter the raffle if you didn't want the shoes? Unless you're an idiot.
So you wanted them.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to
like
bring
Crocs.
this. So this is where things got real bad, right? This is where I genuinely was like, I don't know if there's numbers. I'm pretty sure I Googled shoe problem people, right? Because Daniel, first of all, you said, you try to defend it by saying, I only wear these to the house and back, which is actually worse.
Out to the office and back. Or they're my shower shoes.
Or shower shoes.
And they're Crocs. They're I have an outdoor shower.
Fucking Crocs, first of all. Obviously, Crocs.
Very comfy. I've
fucking disgusting.
Spoken at length on this podcast before. Hey, Jack, what kind of crepes are you wearing right now?
Greg's Crocs.
Greg's Crocs.
Yeah, so
this family stanks of fashion.
So it's just
absolutely.
They are universally known as they are the UGG boots for lads.
No,
they're a total fucking disaster.
There are like Louis Vuitton Crocs.
They're not even comfortable.
They are.
You put them on.
They're not as comfortable as regular Crocs. I will give them that.
So they're not even that.
Do you want me to show the camera?
Yes, I fucking do. Show you the fucking thing. Look at, look, he's fucking.
I like Crocs, but.
Well, in my defence,
it looks like your feet's melted.
I was saying to Cara, it looks like the type of shoe that would be made in like a 1970s sci-fi TV show where they had a very low budget for the costume, and like it was everywhere. It's like Doctor Who. Yeah. This is like a lizard man's foot, or some shit, or some sort of aliens. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're not great.
No, yeah.
But I won them.
No, you didn't win them. You won a fucking raffle somehow. I
won the Jazz Bunnies. Hey, I can resell these for higher. You know, I mean, I won't because what a sad life that would be.
I was about to go. Somehow there was a raffle for these.
Mark Nelson very, very funnily and correctly said, he was like, it's just NFT for dumber people. And I was like, yeah, I mean, in a way, yeah.
But you paid.
But you can't wear that fucking blockchain though, can you?
No, okay, that's fair. But you did pay, you won a raffle and paid 70 quid for them?
69 quid. So first of all, it was very funny. As a comedian, I have an obligation to buy anything. Yeah,
it's priced at 69 there's a goal in the 69th minute where I was like,
it's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing. 69th minute or anytime something's 420, you got to buy it. You can sell anything to me. Yeah. You could sell me child porn for 420 quid. A comedian. I wouldn't watch it. But I know it's definitely still a crime to buy it, though, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, to buy child, gotta be
illegal. Are you trying to say like possession of drugs type of situation?
Yeah, no, man, absolutely, yeah.
I think everything when it comes to child porn, I'm pretty sure everything involved with it is illegal.
No, I mean that is a fair point.
I reckon they're not going to be like, you only had it in your back. It's okay. As long as they don't catch you with it in the DVD player.
No. I only watched it through a mirror. It's like Medusa, so it doesn't count. Like I didn't. I watched it through someone else's window. It was there. They're the beast. I was what?
How do you wouldn't even buy it too because it's always in hard drives.
And it's always. I can't remember if we spoke about this on the podcast, or I can't remember if this is somebody else's joke or if this is just Planet Wi-Fi. It's always insane amounts of porn they have. Like a new every time it's on the news, it's a different. They're like, He was found. The local monster in the area was found with 16 terabytes and you're like, what the fuck? Like, was this guy's like house just a whole computer? Was like it's like NASA. There's just entire rooms of hard drive. Oh, beasts.
I don't know. Yeah,
I think you should throw them in the sea.
you throw them in the sea like.
I think like man, I used to
them.
pre my child. I was like, man, it's a disease, and I do believe it's a disease. Like there's evidence to go out there, like it's brain tumors can affect it and make these things. And I was like, it's sometimes it comes from like abuse themselves. Like I think they should be locked away, and I think they should never be let out. But I think we should. That was kind of my stance before, and now I'm like, just tie rocks to their feet and throw them in the sea. It's not that, hey, it's not your fault you're a pedo, but sorry, man, we just can't. We can't have any of that
because there's so much. My sister,
we can't have any of it, man. And you go. Today on Controversial Takes, pedophiles are bad.
Yeah. My sister works as a fucking child nurse.
Comedy's so brave in it.
Yeah.
Just, here's my neck on the fucking line. Pedos, not for me.
Yeah, not for anyone. Put them in the sea.
Put them in the sea.
Don't want no rehab for them.
Aye. Test things on them.
Test things? No, that'd be interesting.
Aye. Send them to the moon. But no. We should. Maybe that's
not a test anything. We know what happens there. They'll die.
Also, we're getting very, very close to that fucking Brass Eye episode.
Oh,
where they send the paedophile to space.
There's one accidentally trapped on board.
There was a child.
There's an 8-year-old boy stuck inside the... This was the worst thing we wanted to happen.
This was the one thing we wanted to avoid. If you've never seen
it's
Brass Eye,
things.
It's one of the funniest television shows ever created by what Morris? Chris Morris. It's
on. I'm pretty sure most of it's now on YouTube. Like, and if not, it'll be on Channel 4 because it's Channel 4 production. But they did that
funny.
special.
Yeah.
They did.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, there you go. They did a special.
It's one of the funniest.
Petergeddon is the special.
Yeah.
And it is. It got the most record amount of complaints in Channel 4 history.
I'll fucking bet.
They had like Gary Lineker. Remember, they're tricking him into sending text message like Baltimore. There's a paedophile in the bush nearby.
Starting a campaign called Nonsense and getting all these celebrities to earnestly be like, hey, there was a teacher at school who molested all these kids. Oh no, because he was dressed up as a school. People saying, the celebrities saying these things because they're just so, I don't know whether it's
been getting away with it in Sheffield for years.
God, it's the best.
Yeah.
So, I mean, You've got Nike shoes. How come you don't have a problem?
I don't. It's because Gareth bought me them. Okay. Shut. I have also 2 pairs actually.
Aye.
And they're like literally. I have 3 pairs of shoes now.
Oh, here we go. It's getting bigger every time.
It's 3
Is
pairs.
it 4?
It's
5 pairs.
Well, it used to be 2 shoes, Cullen, wasn't it?
That was your nickname.
Yeah.
We had 2 shoes.
And we had. So now I have 3 pairs, and 2 of them are Nike. All right.
Oh, my family loved me. Well, you've got 2 shoes. What a sad life.
How many shoes do you have now?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's all we've been talking about.
Look.
How many know just a ballpark now?
Numbers are a man-made construct. What shoes in total?
Aye, come on there, fucking Paris Hilton, tell us. How many fucking shoes in your little fucking shoe room? You're going to do that MTV Cribs thing where they always get the new 30-year-old millionaire. They walk in, it's fucking like, O.B. Trice. No gimmicks, Walk in and he's got a little shoe room.
I cannot deny that there are a bunch of shoes in that house that belong to me.
At least you wear them.
I do wear them.
Rather than those people, that keep them for presenting them. Like, I just go to Foot Locker if I want to see them.
Yeah. People, because I think like now that I'm getting heavily into sneak culture,
don't fucking say that ever again. Don't say I'm getting into sneak culture.
I think it's mad. It's such a funny.
It's like you're trying to be a ninja.
It's such a funny thing that like white people do, which is like get into things that were not invented by us, and then just ruin it from the inside like a cancer.
So jazz and
like
shoes,
like an uncool, just like uncool cancer. We just wiggle our way in. And just slowly rot it from the inside. So sorry, black people, but I'm here for snakes.
Aye. Yeah, we do really do like music.
We do.
What else? Food. I mean, like, have you ever been like? What the fuck is English food?
Our barbecue compared to like deep Southern American barbecue is so effective. Like it's just I mean the food's way better.
So yeah, that's real. That's so basically we're saying and we fucked up baldness. We said that earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It looks stupid compared to.
God, we're so woke.
Are we?
No, definitely not.
Are we?
But it's, you know,
because we did
but I
also
feel like
say
I think
he called the Norwegians
I
a
think
bunch of pixies.
I think fucking those magical left-handed beasts.
I don't trust people with left hands.
But man, that's so funny that you say that. I literally, it's Kai thinks it's become my new bet. Well, I mean, it kind of has him leaning into it. I think they're fucking disgusting, man.
It's weird. It is. You got to sign that, and then you go like that, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
just
gross.
fucking learn me to write.
I get man. If we were, I bet there's no left-handed people in Sweden.
I thought you said space.
No,
There's no left hand. You think there's no left-handers? in
Hey,
Sweden?
they're down the ugly well.
Sweden's a lot big left hand, like a lot of Nazis in Sweden.
What?
Sweden's like the highest like concentration of neo-Nazis, I'm pretty sure, in the world. It usually has a lot of. I had the whole fucking. I told you the story about that neo-Nazi cell I got into trouble with.
What? Neo-Nazi sale.
You know, like a cell, like a little group. You know,
Oh,
like
a sale. Sorry, I said it's sale. Like
Yeah. No, that's a cell.
no, right,
Okay,
yeah.
right, yeah, just Confederate flags.
Right. No. You meant sail like on a ship. No, again, I was like, we're selling neo-Nazis.
Selling a ship.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Please continue your story. We've crossed
ships
wires.
in the night. Sailed the night.
Yeah, I mean, kind of saved it.
So I told you I used to with my friends run a gig when I was like 18, like a punky reggae party, in a squat.
Oh, here we go. Fucking white people. Reggae night, did you? Fucking white boy.
We did. We used to get Catch a Reardon down and stuff from the Pogues. You don't know who that is, but anyway. We had like, we had to kind of like quit because all these neo-Nazis people kept asking for Screwdriver, and I was like, I know them. They're like a Nazi band. They're in the background of American History X. It's everyone that they're singing Screwdriver, right? They're an English fascist band, right? So, you know, I told you about the posters when you went to. We seen these kind of like Nazi kind of posters, Swedish guys, but you have to pop the posters like that, because if you drag it down at the top, they have Stanley blades.
Oh,
like sellotaped on underneath, so you'd slice the tips of your fingers, so you're pulling down the poster.
Oh, fuck, man,
and I was
that's
like,
horrible.
Jesus, I was like 18. You go, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get involved with this. They used to, because back in the day, it used to be like what people were saying, what fucking Trump would call like Antifa, would basically just any anti-fascist action thing. They used to be like go on MySpace and pretend to be hot women and get these Swedish lads out to meet them in bars and then kick the living fuck out of them.
Class. Very funny.
Yeah, back in the day. But anyway, Swedish. They were all Swedish. Yeah, Swedish neo-Nazis.
Wow. Have you Googled how many?
Yeah, there's a lot of Nazis in Sweden, so. I don't know why it's that anything to do with left hand, right wing.
It's the Aryan. Very Aryan plays in it. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
You reckon it's just because they're like, you know what, that was us. That could have been us.
Aye. Well, just either like
Germany did all the bad stuff.
No. I think every time Hitler was doing a speech about the Aryan race, the Swedes were like, "This is so embarrassing. He's just talking about it." This is. I know he's a bad guy, but I mean, he fancies obsessed with that. This is
some fucking nerve in him, like the state of him.
Yeah, mad.
That's the mad thing. Like it's just not him.
Also, hold on. My history on World War II is not superb. How was Sweden involved in World War II? I know Norway was invaded. I know that was fought over a bunch of times. Heaps.
I don't know.
Nah.
I actually have no fucking clue whatsoever.
Well, there's none of it in Band of Brothers, so how would I know?
Oh, well, what's the point, eh?
Like,
neutral.
Neutral. They were, because Hitler was talking about them.
That's
what they were just
not us.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be me?
He's like, we're going to exterminate a bunch of people. Oh my God, what an awful man. But not blonde hair, blue-eyed people. I think they're so good.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I'm not saying I agree with him, but I'm also not saying he's wrong about some things.
They sometimes breached their neutrality in favour of both Germany and they just picked sides every so often.
You fucking
dip-dabbed.
Aye.
Dip-dab.
I told you, it's pixies and Nazis, man.
Do you not, right, so, but you know this neutral thing is the worst thing because Ireland were neutral too, but when you go neutral, you have to kind of
listening here. I just want to make sure that you understand that I do. Some things can come across as a bit. I mean everything I'm saying. I think you are.
Disclaimer to put in, just in case you're a bunch of pixie fucking shaggers. You're a bunch of pixie fucking. Oh, did you break your little Crocs?
No, it's
designed
to do that.
Oh,
Ryan.
they're designed.
It's designed to
make you look like a spa as well. Oh, there we go. There goes the woke thing again.
Yeah. But some people would call us woke. I think like people on the right would definitely call us.
Aye. Yeah, because
It's certainly a word that I reckon about. Oh, I wouldn't.
do a pro-trans bit now, and you can see some people go, "Oh, you were doing dark stuff," and I go, "It's still dark. You just don't.
You don't agree with
You
it
don't like."
from.
Yeah. Do you reckon, right? You know, if you're neutral in World War, you had to like declare it as well. So you had to write a letter usually to like the two people. That's the worst part.
Oh,
because
gee.
if you were neutral, you're like, I'm not getting involved. But not. You had to write a letter to Hitler and go, you know what? You do you, mate.
Just a wee note from your doctor.
Aye. Like if you walked out,
Sorry, Hitler, we can't join in the war. Our doctors. What was Ireland's pathetic excuse?
we had our own.
Not wanting
we
to
had our
fight
own.
the worst.
We were in
people
our
that ever
own.
lived.
They're not the worst. The worst people are the English.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, that's not what my
All
history
right.
books say. That's not
That's
way.
it,
That's
yeah.
a very.
Listen, we had our own
very
Nazis.
tailored, rose-tinted view of the world.
We
that is.
had our own genocide, all right?
Yeah, oh,
and it was
here
by the
we
English.
go.
So we couldn't really jump on their side. We probably were like, oh, God, I wish the English were on the German side. We could have got involved, is what I reckon what really happened.
Aye.
Now, we also didn't really have an army because the English take it. They wouldn't let us have an army.
Everything's somebody else's fault, innit?
Might have had to be a sliver.
But South American thing to do that, apparently.
Is it?
Well, I also don't know.
Like, you
if I'm
could have
just
said
saying-
that, and you could have. I would have ran with that forever. And
I think it
immediately was.
You know, sometimes you get like reels of like comedy bits, but like it's like, you know how in Scotland you got a bunch of Scottish comedians do. If Scottish people did Lord of the Rings, or whatever, sometimes you'll see comedy like that from other countries, and they'll have their stereotypes. And like one of the ones is like Mexican people, like they'll just have like they like who recognizes this, and it'll be a picture of like a mum holding a sandal. So what I'm gathering from the memes
you trying to
is
say that
all South American people slap
each
their
other?
children with sandals. No, specifically their sandals, and their children with sandals.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't make that noise.
I didn't either. I'm just saying what you're
I didn't make the underlay.
Yeah. You know, I listen. I'm cool. I like Speedy Gonzalez. That would be the worst defense.
Yeah.
I like Speedy Gonzalez.
Be like, and also, what do you mean negative stereotypes? He was really fast. Surely that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, but he had a mate as well. Remember Slowpoke Rodriguez?
Oh,
And he got in and go, oh, he was very funny. Slowpoke was way funnier.
was he?
Yeah, he talked like he was a stoned.
Do the voice.
No.
Fucking idiot. The dark comedian. Do the fucking voice.
He's a fucking voice.
Ari Shafir would do the fucking voice.
Irish Shafir. You just looked at me and went, you the other bald guy.
yeah.
Do you have Slowpoke's voice?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God.
Oh no, we can. We'll take a break now. Also, I'm gonna smoke a spliff.
Right. Just from the comments, it looks like there's a whole lot of things. I don't know if they've gotten rid of it, like a poo.
Oh yeah.
You know, like they've thought it was a thing, but it's just a lot of Mexican people going like.
For those who might have lost that in translation, there, when he means a poo from The Simpsons, not like he lost it like a poo.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Just they could have been taken.
So, but it's a lot of Mexicans going like, we love this cartoon, blah blah blah. So it might be like, it might have been gotten rid of by white people thinking.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it would be real bad though if this wasn't actually Mexican people making it because.
Oh yeah. And then white people cancelled it.
Yeah. That would be fucking hilarious. So this is first it's Speedy and then Slowpoke.
Maybe Slowpoke is pretty slow downstairs in the feet, but he's pretty fast upstairs in the cabeza.
Well, now the important thing is it voiced by a white guy.
Oh, you
gotta find that out because that's the.
This could be the most offensive thing in the world if this was a.
Well, I mean, it's definitely gonna be a white guy. There's no way.
Oh God. Oh come on.
It's got to be.
You're hoping for a Jim Smith, are you?
Yeah. The Aberdonian comic.
Voiced by. Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Uh-oh.
So-
If his name's Jesus, that's a good sign.
It's voiced by many people.
Oh.
So 62, Tom Holland.
Oh, that's not a good start.
No, 62 again, Mel Blanc.
Oh.
Oh no, Mel Blanc here. He's got some sort of.
Oh, yeah.
Mel's got a bit of
Go,
bit of Latino flair in him, right?
Are you basing that on the little mustache?
Yeah.
You fucking bigot.
I'm also basing that. No, that's this guy's. Then we've got Joe Alaski. No,
No, that's a white
we've got
guy.
Jeff Bergman. 2002 to present. American from Pennsylvania. Doesn't look good. This 2007, Seth Green did it for a while.
Oh my God.
Kerry Shield.
He should know better.
Yeah.
Let's say, right, we've decided Seth Green's getting cancelled. He's the next one.
Hugh Davidson. This looks like there's been one person that possibly should have done it, and that was in 1962.
It was a different, more progressive time back then.
Yeah. So it was back then. So
Yeah, I think it was just a better time to be Latino.
So let me just listen to that again now that we know that this is voiced by
A white man.
A white man.
Slowpoke is pretty slow downstairs in the feet, but he's pretty fast upstairs in the cabeza.
Oh no. That you've ruined Slowpoke.
That's that. I can't believe that was Seth Green doing that.
He did it for a while. Oh
He
no.
did. He fucking hates the Mexicans.
No,
That's why
but
he did it for free.
He
did it for free.
He asked to do it.
Aye.
Get me-
He was
I
like,
want
get
this.
me that fucking job.
What about without a paddle? Put it on hold. Put it on hold. I want Slowpoke's job. I want Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Oh, just starting vicious rumours about
That-
celebrities.
That's fucking bad. That's ruined that.
Has it?
Like, well, like, yeah, it's not.
To be
it's
fair,
a different level.
yeah,
of
but you know what? It was we all agree the Asian voices in South Park are the funniest thing
yeah.
in the entire world.
Well, they are, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm afraid so.
Yeah,
like,
that's how
I can't consider them.
That's how I
not
know
laughing.
I've not grown as a human being since I was 16 years old.
Because
It's the. I wish it wasn't. I wish I was a better person who's been like, just cheap and lazy. It's what makes me sob laughing.
Yeah.
Every single time they do it. It's so funny.
fucking
Oh,
hell.
what a piece of shit.
Did you like Pinky and the Brain? Another Animaniacs.
That's the name of my fucking thing.
Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain.
Nice.
I think I did. Yeah. I mean, we spoke about cartoons a little bit last time you wrote the podcast, but I always feel like that was what we're talking about. It was in the time where they just let stoners make cartoons for
Like that
others.
Slow
They're like, hey,
Pokers.
we're going to make it for kids, but it wasn't really for kids. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stoners and drug takers in the 70s being like, nobody else is doing this. Let's just go fuck. The adults aren't watching this. Let's go fucking mental and be weird.
Do you think drugs were better in the hippie days?
Oh,
Weed?
I get so fucking bored of people like Nelson being like, ecstasy's much weaker nowadays. No, it's not. You're just old and nostalgic.
Yeah.
Nothing has gotten less potent in the last.
Yeah.
Well, you're insane. Marijuana is like 100 times stronger than it used to be. Science has only gotten better. It only progresses. There is no chance the drugs were better. There just is not a chance that's possible.
Yeah, you would expect
It's
They're
like
not gonna
maybe
get worse.
like in the sense that where like Quaaludes existed and they don't exist anymore. Like,
Do they not exist?
No, they're like no. That's why they're so.
Is that the stuff that DiCaprio?
Yeah.
All night like car,
Aye.
yeah, they
Yeah.
don't look fun.
No, but I mean, definitely. I mean, if I wasn't a father and I was offered one, but here's my problem. I love sleep so much that the whole point is you got to stay awake during it. I would not.
Okay.
Man, the second my body tells me to go to sleep, I'm like, I love sleep. It's fucking class.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big fan.
big fan. Sleep and sneezing.
Sleeping and sneezing.
Oh,
Same
two
time.
of my favorite. No, I'm sneezing myself awake. It's because I was sneezing in my dream.
Aye.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sneezes are cross realm. So
Sneezes are across from.
Yeah,
What the fuck
they-
did you take?
they-
You took Quaaludes a minute ago.
I did go out for a spliff.
Did you? Fucking hell! Did you ever have that like lucid dreaming? You know that thing about they sit on your chest? It feels like someone's sitting on your chest. What do you call it? Fucking sleep
Yeah.
fucking paralysis.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gareth's got it.
Yeah.
Gareth gets it occasionally. No, I had lucid dreams. I've definitely spoken about this on the podcast, so I apologise for the repetition. But like, it was a fever dream that I had. I'm pretty sure you and me have actually spoken about this on the
It's
podcast.
unbelievable if you think I remember anything. You used to play games with me. What did we have for dinner this week? And I could not answer one of them.
Yeah, God.
Fried.
If only there was some. If only we could trace what the loss of memory comes back to. If only there was. I thought, so, you know what? Science hasn't progressed anywhere there. It will remain a mystery. That's no progress. What were we talking about?
No, you've thrown me. I actually don't remember. Dreams.
Dreams. Oh yeah, sneezes across realm.
Do you imagine if you woke up and your dream catcher sneezed?
Have you had some quaaludes? Because I see.
You sneezed in your dream and I kept it.
As long as I didn't catch a cold.
Ah, fuck off.
Fucking saved it! Nobody, absolutely fucking nobody thought we were coming out of that bit.
This was you.
Nobody thought we were getting out of there with a fucking laugh. These cunts, these fucking doubters out here listening to this podcast, they were like,
bunch of...
these pixie Norwegian Nazi fucks.
Is Pixie not Norwegian?
No.
What's her fucking
She's
deal?
British.
That's cultural appropriation.
No, she's not. I think she's one of theirs. One of the downstairs neighbours.
Okay.
That's
good. This is a very audible sound.
Yeah, I've got a massive nose.
Hooter.
An absolute schnoz on me.
Schnoz. Yes. It's not a nose.
Aye.
Fucking
big schnoz. Thank God Elliot's my mate.
Oh, because you'd be done.
Aye.
You'd be done. Yeah.
He is to my nose what you are to my cock. Just like, aye, all right, well.
Elliot's not white anymore. He's decided.
Man, it is genuinely so funny to me how often and sincerely people will come up to me and express how shocked they were to find out that Elliot is not a 14-year-old black girl.
Yeah.
Man, people are like,
from his voice, it was just...
it's just, oh my God, that's so... He doesn't look like... Because they go and see him do stand-up and they're like, he does not look anything like I imagined him looking.
Yeah. And it's obviously to his detriment.
Yeah. No, man, I think... I think men are really, really bad judges on each other's attractiveness, right?
Yes.
Because I think you are fucking ranted. But you get... girls, like people like Cullen, Cara will back you up all the time, but like, Cullen's really handsome. And I'm like, I do not... I don't see it, man. I think you're a beast.
Here's how it is, right? And I'll let that slip. I'll push that under the rug. I didn't jump over there and let you fucking have a dig there without me feeling it. Who do you think is the most attractive male actors? Because you would always, as a guy, you'd always like, oh, it must be like fucking... The best one was always Channing Tatum, because most people actually do not find him attractive.
No,
like, what kind of a terrible...
I think he's more attractive now than he was 5 years ago, now that I think he's very funny. Like back when he was just like the heartthrob, I was like, God. And then in
he seems quite funny. Yeah. He's quite good in a couple of films, yeah.
Aye, he's very, very nice. So that one we were with him. I don't know. I mean, Brad Pitt in Fight Club is what I think every man says. Yeah.
It's just the jacket.
Well, and it's also, also we all want to be that ripped at like what point. Like that's the most, absolutely.
Very much closer to Edward Norton.
Yeah, I absolutely.
You're more closer to Meatloaf.
Well, he didn't let it slide. That's all, folks. I absolutely get the hype surrounding Idris Elba.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
But it's such a weird thing to like, because when men think of it, it's not. I don't think it's in a sexual way, because I think Idris Elba would ruin me. I'd be a puddle after.
Aye.
If he had his way with me to the degree he wanted to.
To the degree he wanted to.
He's a passionate man. He's an actor, of course he is. I reckon like fucking toilet paper, like little toilet. I bet toilet paper is actually really good.
Yeah,
but like
the haggis patty by the end of it.
Just absolutely smashed my neeps and tatties.
Oh God, neeps! I can't remember what neeps and tatties are.
Turnips and potatoes.
Turnips, that's what it is.
Aye.
Yeah.
God, who else is in attractive? Oh, I always liked. This is a bit pretty boy-esque. Zachary Quinto. I always thought he was.
What? No, nobody thinks Zachary Quinto is good.
Absolutely. Bitches do. Heaps of bitches do.
God, I can't wait to bang Spock. That's never fucking happened.
No, back when he was fucking Siler in Heroes. Fucking,
okay, right.
Choke me daddy.
Yeah. Oh, you know when you're really, I used to like Angel from Buffy was the coolest. I was like, this guy's unbelievable.
I don't know which
Remember
one.
Angel? You're not watching
I didn't watch any Buffy.
It was all right. Like, it was really, people really fucking ham it up these days.
Wasn't that Josh Whedon's first thing?
It was, wasn't it?
Aye.
I like Firefly. It was good.
Oh, Firefly was so good. I also forgot that the first episode of Firefly is something. It's 90 minutes long.
Oh, I think.
Like,
and there's a weird fight scene at the start, isn't there?
It's real because I remember trying to show it to Cara, and Cara was like, "How fucking long is this thing?"
Oh, aye. Good show.
I keep looking over to Jack as if I've just.
He
asked
just
him
had
to Google
spiky
something.
blonde hair.
No, that was it. Yeah, no, I wanted to see what fucking
The dude
Angel
was,
from
he was
Buffy
in Bones. He was the main actor in Bones then, I believe, which was a shite show. But anyway, yeah.
Who else is a handsome man then? Go on.
Right. Here, what about Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, really?
Everybody, they love him.
Yeah. Oh, but I
can't
feel
tell
that's
if
more
that-
charm. Like he's got like a really. I don't know, he's got a handsome face.
I mean, he definitely did.
I just
They
think
were
he's-
dripping from back in the day
Aye.
when he was a bad actor, and then he got older and a better actor, and he still got that thing.
Apparently his book's mental, but good.
Oh,
His autobiography, yeah.
he's a mad Jesus dude.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah.
Aye.
Pretty good.
Bugger.
Bugger. Oh, shucks.
Happens to the best of them. It's the
shucks.
darndest thing. Darndest thing. Man.
What about here's one, Timothy Chalamet, because
That's the wee pretty. What,
you just batter him like
so,
batter. I would batter him.
Oh, you reckon you'd cream him?
I would kick his teeth in. And he'd be like, "What's this for?" And I'm like, "You fucking shut up." I don't even have a reason. Just shut the fuck up, Timothy.
So just you see him out in public, there's no chance he's.
Here's the good one. Sorry, here's the one we're actually getting to when we get down to brass tacks.
Aye.
Here, right? There's a whole thing going on the internet at the moment where lads are really upset and don't understand why Pete Davidson's getting all superstar women. Like, incels are freaking out, going like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
How does he do this? He's ugly. It must be women must.
It's funny.
Yeah, must be that.
It's 100% that.
Yeah.
It's absolutely no, man, and also like I get it, like I don't think they get. I mean, I wouldn't. I'd cream him. Just no, not bad.
You're just battering anyone.
No, I just reckon like what Idris Elba would do to me during sex. I reckon I'd do to
Pete Davidson.
Absolutely.
You're higher up in the food chain.
I'm saying in the gay food chain.
You reckon you're in between?
Yeah. I'm not bottom of the pack.
You think you're sitting there going, you've Idris Elba, because your first thought, you're like power.
Aye.
A lot of power.
Yeah. I reckon he'd melt me.
That's not a thing you want, really. A lot of power sex.
Yeah, well, no, no. I mean,
It's different than hard sex.
People like to be fucking rammed, man.
Yeah, but power. I feel like he's.
I think that's like a gay term. Is
gym.
power bottom not a thing? I don't know what it
you're
means.
right.
No, I think
You're
power
right.
bottom. Google what power bottom
Yes.
is, but do it in the internet private browser.
This guy's
Google
gonna,
what power bottom means.
You've got Pornhub as a bookmark on Google. What do you mean?
Oh, that's yeah.
No, I remember the time you also doing something with the podcast. You had like a folder of just arses.
Oh yeah, because me and Kai
You were doing a fucking.
Me and Kai were doing a game of whether you could tell it was a guy's arse or a girl's
so
arse.
up on the thing, right? Up on the thing. There's just a folder saying arses,
Aye.
and it was so unsexual. That's how I knew it was okay, because it was just pictures of fucking arses under the folder. Arses.
A power bottom is someone who is very aggressive or energetic when receiving.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there you go.
So bottom.
Aye, but bottom's getting
Power top. You're thinking you just
power,
as a power
he's
top.
He's a power top.
And you're
He's
saying
a power top.
Pete Davidson's a power bottom, going woo. That's what you.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what you
so.
have, eh?
Yeah, but man, I get why he's getting laid. Also, can you like celebrities whenever they date other celebrities? Like a lot of the time, man, they're heaps dull. Like the thing about it is, it's all an illusion. All celebrities are people, and so many of them are boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I've met a whole bunch of celebrities, and you meet them, and be like, oh, that's why they say don't meet your heroes and shit.
Yeah.
I reckon the people that Kim Kardashian has met in her life are just so fucking vapid and American. And then, so there's just no,
substance.
Yeah, and then he's just funny. Like, they don't get sarcasm, and he's doing turns of phrases, and he's fucking. I reckon. Absolutely get why all the girls are going after him, and I reckon he's a power bottom with them.
Yeah,
yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
Woo! I don't know why that's all I
like when the
dad burned up in
girls are
9/11
on top in Cowgirl, I reckon he's fucking flailing around, just fucking cunts trying to cartwheel.
Have I let air out of you?
It just looks like they're putting him down. He's like a starfish stuck to a rock. Just,
Who's he with now?
Who is he with now?
It was Kardashian. Ariana Grande, Kardashian. He's someone else now. So fucking. He had Kate Beckinsale for a while.
Yeah, aye.
Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, and then it's not fucking. Oh, what? It's not like Demi Moore or something fucking weird.
I think
Demi Moore's a weird one.
Sean Connery.
Imagine. It's just absolutely rooting Sean Connery. Sean Connery's dead, is he not?
Yeah.
He not died? Yeah. He loves spanking up.
Yeah, no comment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that viral clip.
Emily Ratajkowski.
Oh, he's with fucking Emily, Gone Girl. Emily Ratajkowski, True Detective. No, she's not True Detective, is she?
Wait, she was called Girl.
No, not her. No, I have Rosamund Pike, not her. The hair grows out of her forehead. No,
I'm sorry. What?
He always annoyed me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, I mean, she is a very attractive lady.
Yeah, she's in. She's in Gone Girl. Yes, he's the person he cheats on. I was just thinking of fucking. Who's the one in True Detective?
I've not watched season 2.
She's in fucking Baywatch.
I only like the Woody Harrelson one.
That is in the Woody Harrelson one. It's in the Woody Harrelson one. It's the person Woody Harrelson's cheating with.
Oh.
She's in
I watched it a very long
Baywatch.
time ago, Cullen, and as we discussed earlier on this podcast, both of our memories are shite. Do you have anything to plug? Anything going on in your sad life?
I've got a Hot Men calendar.
It's just the 12 Mad Youth picture. Like, so this is my flavour of the month for February.
Yeah. I've got a fucking special that's filmed and shit, so I should film it. I don't know where I'm going to release it or anything yet, but just follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that shit, and you'll find it all.
Just do YouTube, man. Just do YouTube.
Leave that as probably.
Only a moron would release his special on his own website on the 9th of December, which, again, this will probably come out after Marlena. Marlena has a lot of patience with me, but man, if I don't take something seriously, I do not put any effort. I'm a nightmare. Oh. Like, if I don't 100% commit to something, I am not in at all. I'll ruin things for people by my absolute lack of effort, complete and utter fucking apathy.
Yeah, I have an example, and it's at the edge of my head, and I can't fucking get it. The edge of my head, that's not. At the edge of my head here.
It's right. It's right on the cusp of my skull.
Yeah. It's poking out.
She was like, "You're not meant to tell people the date." I'm like, who gives a shit, man? It's the 9th of December.
I think people overthink it.
Just, there you go. Aye. So it's been released on my website on the 9th of December for a $5, but you're also probably not meant to know that. Who gives a shit? Just buy it.
Just don't be a fuck. Just fucking do it.
Why are you making this awkward for me? Just fucking do it. All right. Let's go watch the rest of the World Cup.
The rest of
it? No, I'm not. I'm kidding. It's cancelled. Hey, of that fucking...
Thank God, 2-1.
Yeah. No, it's not. We're not.